Hi, everyone, and welcome to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Cedar Point Stadium, Strobel Field, and it is week number 10, where it is the hometown showdown. The Sandusky Blue Streaks hosting the Perkins Pirates.
North Coast Game of the Week. Let it roll. Go Blue. Hi, Dad. Love you. Good luck in your surgery, Aunt Mary. Love you.
I couldn't have done it better myself. Thanks, Tom. And away we go into week 10 action, with the Pirates coming in at 6-3 on the year and the Blue Streaks at 3-6. And we just go to the series, which is tied at 6-6 between these two teams. And it started back in 2009. We've never had a really great game. I mean, it's an even series at 6-6, but most of the games are all blowouts. In fact, the closest game in the series was last year, and it was 38-24 in favor of Perkins. Here's your pregame, which is brought to you by Noble Axes, axe throwing in downtown Sandusky at the Marketplace at the Cook. Interesting, we show number 3 right there, Caden Nixon. We'll have more stories about that later on. There's Jalen Santoro and Mike Franklin. The head coach is getting together and discussing things before this football game that's underway. There's the quarterback of the Blue Streaks, Michael Franklin, getting set to lead his team in Week 10. There's the Euste family getting set to support Kyle. Thanks, Kayla. Fan of the Week brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. That's the kind of night it was. So, we've had great weather all year, but now we're in football weather. It is week 10, so I think we've been pretty fortunate all year long, up until this point anyway. That's your Fan of the Week, and it is brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort in Mansfield. And we're starting to inch a little bit closer to when they really take it into high gear. Perkins Pirates Marching Band entering Strobel Field. And again, Michael Franklin. Yeah, you know him by the helmet or with the numbers and all that, but when you see him with the helmet off, all of a sudden it's like, oh, yeah, that's who that is under there. Blue Streak Marching Band on the premises as well. Perkins actually was in the Lake Division running for a league championship up until last week when they lost at Tiffin Columbian, but still in the running for a home playoff spot. They would need a win and a little bit of help to get there. Well, with the win and without a little bit of help, we see that they don't get the home playoff game, but they still get the playoffs, so that's all right. In the 9th spot, they will play at number 8, Lutheran West, on the following Friday. Band Senior Parents Night for the senior band members, and they are right now joining in the Sandusky High School alma mater.
Cedar Point Stadium.
Here are the Pirates getting ready to go with their white road uniforms, being led on the field by Colin Nemitz, the leading rusher in the Sandusky Bay Conference. In fact, there were 2 players for Perkins on this week that would have chances to set single-season records. That would be Colin Nemitz if he got 168 yards on the ground, and Logan Lesh if he passed for 22 yards. Pre-game brought to you by Noble Axes axe throwing in downtown Sandusky. We'll talk more about those records when our first quarter gets started on our North Coast Game of the Week.
I know y'all saw Mo do that.
Kind of what it's starting to look like around here now is look at the Bay Point condos and our first quarter, which is brought to you by the Old Fish House with knickknacks, snacks, and of course the most important part, the BS facts that all happen at the Old Fish House in Huron. If you haven't been there lately, you're probably not up to date on everything that's going on, so check them out soon. Michael Franklin will do the booting, and this football game underway from Strobel Field at Cedar Point Stadium. Colin Nemitz, you get a feeling, wanted that football to get this game started, and he'll get it out to the 25-yard line. And a Nemitz, or a Kanye Peak helmet rolling on the ground as well. Nemitz Obviously, you know he's going to run the football. Pirates have been synonymous with slow starts this year. Antonio Talley right there making sure that slow start continues with a 4-yard loss. So it's 3rd down and 14 for the Pirates on their opening series. And their sophomore quarterback, Logan Lesh, firing incomplete downfield with the coverage put on right there by Nate Abbott. So that's Drake Venerucci with his first punt of the game. This young man averages 40 yards per punt, and you can see why. Normally, if his punts get roll, they roll in the right direction. And, of course, you've got Daniel Zirkle thinking and wave the ball further down the field. Sandusky on their first possession will get a 4-yard gain out of Desmond Williams to bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Streaks on their own 40-yard line. Mo Armstrong is a young man who played football last year at Perkins, this year at Sandusky. Second play of the game, and the Streaks are in the lead. And he gets horse-collared by his own player. No penalty for that, though. We'll take another look here. Actually, when you watch Franklin throw, he takes a low snap, which botches up the timing a little bit. Sam Moto putting pressure on, kind of threw off the back foot because of that pressure. And watch Braylon Collier, the defender, couldn't get his hands to the ball and then just kind of slipped and tried to make a tackle, and that gives Armstrong the room he needs to take it 60 yards for the score. There's J.J. Henry to tee it up for Michael Franklin on the extra point kick, which is through, and the Streaks with a 7-0 lead. We're at 9:34 to play in the first quarter on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Nemitz again on the return.
There we go, there we go.
We'll set up the Pirates on their own 24. Antonio Talley again on the defense, making things hard sledding for Nemitz early in this football game. Going to get a false start, which is going to make the 2nd down and 18 back on the 16-yard line. And Nemitz now in the Wildcat takes the snap and will get half of that back. So now you're looking at a 3rd down and 9. Perkins on their own 25. It's another look at the Wildcat that the Pirates employ. It's just another way of getting the ball in the hands of your best runner. And he picked up 9 right there with Caden Wire leading the way on the blocks. About just a good, tough football player. Caden Wire on both sides of the ball. Lesh tucks it under and runs on 3rd down, but will not get enough for the 1st down. And on 4th and 7, the Pirates would have to punt it away again, and we'll look at a 3rd and 9 play all over again for Matthews Ford. He steps up through the pressure, but cannot get away from Antonio Talley. He's off to a quick start in this game defensively. 4th and 7 means another look at Drake Venerucci. And again, there's the positive roll. Streaks start on their own 36. Mo Armstrong on the edge. It's a 14-yard pickup. And a 1st down. Armstrong had enough room to pick up 4 to make it 2nd down and 6 out on the Blue Streak 46-yard line. Everything stopped up for Armstrong, so Franklin takes it himself, but Pirates cover that as well. Yard loss to make it 3rd down and 7. This sets up a punt, which keep a close eye on this because all year long, Mike Franklin just kind of paused and looked to see if anybody's going to come get him. Nobody does there, so he just takes off and runs with it and picks up plenty for a first down. 14-yard pickup down to the 33-yard line of the Pirates, and the Blue Streaks will keep this series alive. Another look. Actually, what's happening here is everybody's running downfield to cover the kick. So Mike says, all right, see ya. And you can see there was nobody around him anywhere to make a stop until he got well downfield. And Mike Young collared him down. The Streaks back to work on offense, and talk about a pop. Now, I told you about Caden Wire. I mean, where the football is normally where this kid is on defense. And he's got an uncanny knack of knowing when to get there. Boom! Oh, it hurts to hear that. It's a tremendous hit by Wire, and that's after a 4-yard pick. That's a tough 4 yards right there when you got to take a pop like that at the end of the play. It's bringing the heat, all right, for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, with heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. Even in slow motion, it hurts to hear it. My goodness. And Wire just kind of pops like, bring another one at me. Well, thankfully, the ball carrier pops up after that as well. J.J. Henry paid the price for that one. 2nd down and 6. That's bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, located on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. I may have nightmares about that one tonight. That's Desmond Williams for nothing. It's 3rd down and 6. And when the going gets rough, you find your playmaker, and that's Mo Armstrong. He'll pick up 9 for a Blue Streak first down on the 20-yard line as the Streaks, with a 7-0 lead, are driving for more. That's Desmond Williams, only a couple. 2nd down and 8 from the 18. Franklin couldn't get the edge that time. He will settle for 4 and make it 3rd down and 4 on the 14. Williams picks up 3 to make it 4th down and 1. And instead of going for the field goal, Blue Streaks are going to go for the first down right here with thoughts of 6 on their mind instead of 3. Perkins defense. Other ideas. Sam Sturzinger there. Michael Young. Here's your second look for Matthews Ford. This is just absolutely nothing. Nowhere to go. Henry looking for gaps wherever he can find them, and Young the first one there to make the stop. So the Pirates take over on their own 14-yard line, and there's Jaden Rowe, the best target you could hope for at 6'4". He and Benarucci make quite a combination, and that's an 18-yard pickup out to the 32-yard line. Yep, worth another look for Matthews Ford, and the pass from Lesh to Rowe makes a great adjustment to the football, and Kanye Peak making sure he goes no further than the 18 yards that he already got. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. Sandusky with the only score of the game early in the contest as we work our way down toward the end of the second quarter, or the end of the first quarter, and that's not something you want to see right there with Colin Nemitz having to exit the field. Lamar Everett would take his place in the backfield. They go to Jaden Rowe again, and Michael Franklin playing defensive backfield on the stop. Little false start will end our first quarter. 7-0 Blue Streak. Second quarter next in line. Second quarter brought to you by the world-famous Paddle Bar, located in downtown Sandusky, and that is a great look at a scene you're not going to be seeing much longer this year, unfortunately. Paddle Bar with our second quarter of action. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard to start the second. And there's Lesh airing it out long, but over everybody's head. Intended receiver Drake Venerucci and Mo Armstrong back in the coverage, along with Kyle Euste. Incomplete pass. And we'll take another look at the defense again. Up close. This is what's happening down on the field as Lesh dodges the pressure and then just overthrows Venerucci by a touch with Armstrong on the defense. Thanks to the following sponsors for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Toft Funeral Home and Crematory, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Axes, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Steinem and Hafner Insurance. Venerucci starting the second quarter with a punt, which the Streaks will take over after the return from Armstrong on their own 47-yard line. Franklin or Michael Pisarski, who goes down quickly. Another look at the Perkins defense at work right here. Nowhere to go, and it's Tyler Yingling coming across from his far side defensive end spot to knock that for a 3-yard loss. Incomplete pass across the way, intending the ball for Xander Young. Then the long one downfield doubles as a punt, but officially intercepted by Venerucci. And the Pirates would take over on their own 10-yard line with their backs deep against the wall. There's Lamar Everett still sitting in for Colin Nemitz, and Everett picking up 11 for a first down out on the 21-yard line. Great job by Lesh, just keeping that ball halfway under control and still gaining 7 yards out of what could have been disaster. Second down and 3 on their own 28. Well, Nemitz goes down there. There's a shoe on the field right next to a penalty flag, which will bring the ball back 10 yards because of a holding violation against the Pirates. You could see Kyle Euste right in the screen there, number 9, is saying while the hold was happening, he said, look at this, look at this. Aha. And that is 300 pounds worth. And Mekhi Brown just pancaking Colin Nemitz. Makes those extra yards awful tough to fight for. Sure makes you pay the price. Here's Caden Wire on a pickup of 19, out for a first down as we take a look at Lesh on the rollout. Steps up away from the pressure, which he's done well twice in this game, and nobody pays attention to the fullback, and there goes Wire downfield for 19. Then you got Colin Nemitz doing what Colin Nemitz does. It's 42 yards worth, and this is Colin Nemitz at his best. Good downfield stop by former teammate Mo Armstrong. And the Pirates now have a first down and 10 on the 13-yard line. Nemitz on the Wildcat. Good pressure by the Streak defense, holding that to a 2-yard loss. Pass completion to Caden Nixon. Good for a couple of yards. It's third down and 10 down around the 14-yard line. And now the Pirates also saying, forget about field goal here. It's fourth down and 4 on the 8-yard line as there's timeout on the field to talk it all over. Special thanks to the following businesses supporting the Game of the Week.
This is Signs of Good Business. Keep it local. Brady Signs. Toft Funeral Home and Crematory. Stephen J. Toft, owner. S&H Blinds and Floors. Wendy's. The Crimus Company, Asphalt, Concrete, and Excavation. Pizza House West.
Pirates facing fourth down and 4. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard, with Sandusky holding a 7-0 lead for now. Well, we told you about number 3 earlier. There's a sophomore, Caden Nixon, making his first touchdown grab of the season, and it comes in Week 10. Take another look once again, and this is just a nicely designed route all the way along. Lesh with a quick look on that little post pattern for Nixon, and that equals 6 points. Now the Pirates just a point away from a tie as we get our Red Zone replay brought to you by Restore Pro Disaster Cleanup and Restoration. That is a tough pattern to defend and executed beautifully by the Pirates. It's a 1-point game until John Normington Slay boots that one through. And we have a 7-7 ball game with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's at the end of an 8-play, 90-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 41 seconds off the clock. The week before against Bellevue, Sandusky didn't handle onside kicks very well, so Perkins thought, hey, let's give it a shot. Blue Streaks apparently practiced a little bit. Now they've got the ball back on first down from their own 39-yard line.
Back up a little bit. 26.
Armstrong continually looking for that edge and using some good balance to pick up a few extra yards. This is a nice run here by Armstrong. We look again for Matthews Ford, nothing at the point of attack, so he'll outrun the defense to the wing and then just keep his balance enough to gain 14 total for a first down. And that's just kind of what Nolan Winston has been doing all year long, making life miserable for offensive running backs. That's a 2-yard loss to make it second down and 12 back on the 49-yard line. Franklin on the rollout. He'll find Xander Young over on the far side of the field for a pickup of 15 yards and a Blue Streak first down to the Pirate 34-yard line. Desmond Williams looking for the edge. Got a lot of Lamar Everett right there. Managed to string that out for a 9-yard pickup, and now Everett shaken up, and he was the one who was in subbing offensively, if you remember, for Colin Nemitz. Thanks to the following businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. J Bistro in downtown Sandusky. Gnome's Podiatric Medicine and Surgery. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises. UBS Financial Services. Cook Aluminum. BGSU Firelands College. That equals turnover, and there's Nolan Winston once again on top of the football as the Streaks never made connections on the handoff, and with 4:10 to go in the first half, the Pirate defense takes the ball away, and we'll go back on offense and watch the handoff once again here from Michael Franklin. Good slow motion look for Matthews Ford as it just never really got there. The mix-up is, I think, honestly, the running back thought that Franklin pulled it out. But nope, it was just sitting on the ground for Winston to fall on, and the Pirates take over on their 27-yard line. It's Colin Nemitz for 5. Out to the 32-yard line. And now Nemitz in the Wildcat. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Logan Lesh. Still at quarterback and carrying for a couple of yards, so it'd be 3rd down and 3. And a quick toss by Lesh over to the far side as past his intended receiver, Jaden Rowe. And Michael Franklin on the coverage. So it's 4th and 3. And again, you get Drake Venerucci. And the Venerucci roll. Sandusky from their own 23. Looks like a pretty nice play, but you probably saw that official in the middle of there throw a flag, which would equate to a holding call, which would make it 1st and 20 back on the 13-yard line. Michael Franklin following J.J. Henry through the hole for pickup of 3 yards. It would be 2nd down and 17. It's J.J. Henry. Well, Perkins does the Wildcat. Now Sandusky going to the Wildcat with that direct snap to JJ. And Henry's looking at the sides like, give me the ball some more. Direct snap and some good work by the line up front for the Streaks on our second look for Matthews Ford. Henry bowling over one would-be tackler and then dragging a couple more with him for a solid 14-yard pickup to bring up a 3rd down and 3. And now you got that Wildcat again. Here's Henry. Going to throw the ball, and look who's receiving it. The quarterback, Michael Franklin, for a 1st down. You could see Franklin just getting rid of that ball in time before he got crunched. But Michael Young intercepts the football, and the Pirates will take over on their own 25. Yet another Blue Streak turnover. Watch Franklin as he's getting ready to throw. Kaboom! Nolan Winston again. And he is the one that caused this one. And Young with good hands, good timing to go up and get that ball away from Armstrong. And the Pirates take over on their 25-yard line. We're seeing some crushing blows to this game, which again is the beauty of Tom Whaley having that camera down on the sidelines where you get right up close to the action. Who gets the long ball? Colin Nemitz, of course. 1st down out on the 40-yard line, and then the flag before the next play breaks. That was picked up and waved off. And look at that. That's Michael Franklin with some pretty good defense. Otherwise, Jaden Rowe could be headed to the house. It's worth another look for Matthews Ford right here. A good long ball by Lesh. It's a good throw. Franklin able to get a hand up and just knock it out of the midsection of Rowe as he was falling to the ground. So it'd be 3rd down and 10, and long one again. Nobody home. So 4th down and 10, and Arucci with yet another punt, which Sandusky would take over on their own 31-yard line after the return right into the camera by Mo Armstrong.
5 guys in the box.
Well, you know, you got time for one play to be run off before halftime. Just give it to your playmaker and see if something big happens, which it almost did, but he did pick up 15 yards as we wind down to halftime. At the end of one, right back where we started from. Sandusky 7, Perkins 7 with a fun second half yet to go. Stay with us. Fourth quarter is being brought to you by Groff Funeral Homes and Crematory. Precision Body and Frame located on Sandusky's west side. And as soon as somebody teaches me how to count, I will tell you it's our 3rd quarter, not the 4th quarter. Now, anybody tell me there's a man in the moon right there? Somebody please tell Bill Zimmerman there's no such thing as the man in the moon. Well, Charlie, I'm ready for basketball. Look at the way he's dressed. He's a TV star if ever you saw one.
Game out there.
Charlie Floor.
Perkins and Sandusky sitting here together.
That's right. Perkins and Sandusky should be seated together. That's the way it works. Thanks, Coach Cook.
Who do you think's going to win this second half?
That was Steve Spear.
Well, Steve Spear along with him there on the sideline. And I think we found one thing out. Larry Cook will not eat a hot dog on the air. I'm sure as soon as the camera was done, the hot dog went in quickly. Second half kickoff is just a low line drive that is kind of bobbled around and then picked up by Antonio Talley. And not much running up the field. Kind of did a lot of running across the field. And Michael Young finally finished off on the tackle. We're going to do this for our pancake play. We've had so many fun ones so far in this game. And the unfortunate part, well, there's Michael Young making the first pop. And then a number 26 that's not listed on our roster. So I'm sure a special units player is one of the younger players. So apologize for that. But that is your pancake play of the game, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House. They are on Milan Road in Sandusky with the best pancakes in town, in the county. Well, you're starting to pick up the theme here, right? We got Mo Armstrong on our second look here on the toss from Michael Franklin. And for Matthews Ford, you're watching Armstrong with great balance. Just stay alive and head downfield until you know who. Caden Wire knocks him down after a 16-yard pickup out to the 38-yard line. Uh-oh. You could see Pizarski got to the line of scrimmage. It's like, I don't know about this. Great defense again by the Pirates. Here's a pancake play if ever you saw one before. Boom. I'm sorry. Nolan Winston there along with Tyler Yingling again, and that is somebody who just had the pancake scared out of him right there, and that's Michael Pizarski getting to the line of scrimmage. Is like, did anybody block? Second down and 11. And there's Xander Young before being knocked down by Braylon Collier. Third down and 4 after a 7-yard pickup. Desmond Williams. First down and more. They put him out of bounds on the Pirate 41-yard line after a 15-yard pickup. Here's your second look for Matthews Ford. Ed Williams, great job of ad-libbing here. Nothing left, nothing middle, so let's go this way. And once you get outside the contain, you're able to pick up some yardage, and that's exactly what happened with Desmond Williams right there on his 15-yard pickup. So it's a fresh set of 4 on the Pirate 41, and there's a Wildcat for J.J. Henry. J.J. never got clearance to practice till week 2 of the season, never played till week 3, but has gotten more and more involved in the offense as the season has progressed, and kind of coming to a peak here in week number 10. 4-yard pickup right there for J.J. He's going Wildcat again. This time Armstrong with the ball and then fumbled away. So where it went out of bounds, the Streaks actually ended up losing 3 yards to make it 3rd down and 9. And now Franklin in trouble, and Sam Odo shuts down the door. Franklin again waiting that time till getting the boot off and sending the Pirates back to their 10-yard line. Remember the last time the Pirates had the ball at the 10, they went 8 plays, 90 yards for a score. That was in the second quarter, and the score that tied the game. So here they are again, 10-yard line, tie game, 8:25 to go, 3rd quarter. And now, Coach Rankin's couldn't put it any more plainly, right? Let's go. Here comes Colin Nemitz. And Colin Nemitz. And we'll look here at the Wildcat formation with Nemitz carrying first up the middle and then looking for room outside. Great contain out there by Xander Young. Turned him in to Nate Abbott. Kept it to a 4-yard gain. But it's enough for a first down. Out on the 21-yard line. 3rd play in a row, it's Colin Nemitz. That's for 9, out to the 30-yard line. Jalen Santoro said it after the game, the Perkins head coach. You got the horse, you keep feeding him. Only needed 1, picked up 2. That's another Pirate first down out to the 32-yard line. Second down and 5 out on the 37 after the stop by Demarion Westbrook. Yeah, you can see all the Pirates screaming on the far side, face mask, face mask. And even Colin came up, kind of shrugged his shoulders like, yeah, where's the flag?
Here it comes! Hitches! Hitches! Hitches!
3rd down and 5.
Deep ball! Michael, deep ball! Deep ball!
You can see that ball coming off Logan Lesch's hands. Now they called defensive pass interference, but watch again right here. If the ball is tipped, which you could see right there, it was. There's no such thing as pass interference. And that's what all the Streaks are screaming about. The ball was touched. The ball was touched. Well, after conferring, the officials got it right. When coaches get excited, the octaves just go wherever. Pirates take over or give the ball up on a punt. Blue Streaks start on their own 29-yard line. That's J.J. Henry. Samoto getting the stop. Henry stayed on his feet long enough for a first down out to the 42-yard line. Desmond Williams cutting back against the grain, but Caden Wire. It's no surprise that Wire leads the team in tackles. He might lead a lot more teams than just Perkins in tackles around this league. He is just all over the place on that football. Second down and 8 after the Pirates hold Williams to a 2-yard pickup. Raylan Collier, the injured Pirate. Special thanks to the following businesses on the North Coast Game of the Week.
Signs of good business. Keep it local. Crush Wine Bar. Noble Axes. Axe Throwing. Dockside Cafe. And Pier Pub Bar and Grill.
Jose Aguilar III wanting to say hi to Mom and Dad, or whoever might be watching at his fan club. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard with a game tied at 7-7. Antonio Talley getting some instruction from the sideline, and J.J. Henry going Wildcat again for Sandusky. Good hard running by J.J.
Hey, keep running through them.
Take another look once again at a very tough 5-yard pickup for Talley. Earned every bit of that 5 yards for Sam Sturzinger and Lamar Everett are there to put an end to it. Henry again for a couple of more to bring up a 3rd down and 3 on the Perkins 31-yard line. Nothing doing there as Henry tried to make the cut and just found no footing. So it's 4th down and 3, still on the 31-yard line. Big play right here. Needs 3. Lamar Everett got him down, but not before Williams battled for that extra yard, picked up 4 to make it a 1st down at the 27-yard line. Now the whistle you're hearing is because the offense actually lined up in the neutral zone, which would make it 1st down and 15 for the Streaks. As our 3rd quarter winds down to a close, and we are at the end of the 3rd quarter where we were at halftime as Desmond Williams wraps up the 3rd quarter with no gain. A 2nd down and 15 when we come back for quarter number 4 on the Game of the Week. Almost kind of looks like London, doesn't it? The Hovey Career Center brings you our 4th quarter of action coming your way tonight, which is going to be an exciting 4th quarter. A Hovey Career Center, vocational education for Erie, Huron, and Ottawa counties, located, of course, in Avery. Off the hands of Xander Young and incomplete. Streaks had an ineligible receiver, which would make it 2nd down and 20, back on the 37. And there's Desmond Williams with a catch and run up the sidelines. And pickup of 20 yards, which gets the Streaks a 1st down on the 17-yard line. Pop goes the football. And the rest, well, I tell you what, that's a great shot right there. You saw the wrestling that goes on at the bottom of the pile. Perkins was signifying they got the football, but the wrestling match at the bottom of the pile was won by Sandusky. And you can watch this right here and see what happens right at the bottom of the pile. Boom! Out goes the ball. And it looks like the Pirates are on it, but right there, it is taken away from the Pirates, and it's going to be Sandusky ball. If they had that look at it, maybe it would have gone another way. Streaks facing 3rd down and 8 on the 15-yard line. Tyler Yingling smothers that football. Make it 4th down and 8 on the 15. Great defensive play by Yingling. This will be a great look right here for Matthews Ford. Watch from the left of your screen. Yingling beats his man, bangs that football down, and brings up a 4th and 8 on the 15-yard line. This time, Streaks are going to go for 3 points and the tie being in the 4th quarter, and you want to get the lead. With this one from 32 yards away, and Franklin has plenty of distance on that one. He's hit him from as far away as 46 so far this year, with plenty to spare. But there you go, 32-yarder has the Streaks on top, 10-7 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Here's Braylon Collier. The return is out to the 29-yard line, and Perkins has the football. Colin Nemitz now. This is 4th quarter. This is ball game time. So you're about to see a workhorse in action. 13 yards in the first play. And only 3 yards on a second attempt. But you know, you can only hold a good dog down so long. That classic spin move. Finally, it's Kyle Euste knocking him out of bounds after 31 yards to the Blue Streak 24. Watch in the middle of this once again. Nemitz kind of sidestepping, and now, whoop, there he goes. It's like you're poised and ready to make a tackle, and all of a sudden, like, where'd that actually go? That's just great instincts. Good for 31 yards down to the Blue Streak 24-yard line. I said it before, you got a horse, keep giving him hay. 2nd down and 7 on the 21. Catch me if you can. 1st down and goal on the 8. Colin Nemitz shredding through the middle. And again, watch the sidestepping in here. Whoop. It has been fun to watch this year, that's for sure. Now the all-time leader in Perkins School history for rushing yards in a single season. And that looks like a touchdown, but the penalty flag comes out. That is a holding call, which will bring the play back and make it 1st down and goal on the 12. Nemitz battles for 7 to the 5-yard line to make it 2nd down and goal. Nemitz again for 1. And now you've got 3rd down and goal on the 4. Very critical part of this ball game with Sandusky still leading 10-7, approaching the halfway point of quarter number 4. Nemitz trying the outside, but unable to hit pay dirt. Gets 2 down to the 2-yard line where it's 4th down and goal. Who do you think's going to get the football? If you're guessing Colin Nemitz, you guessed right. And the Blue Streak defense guessed right as well. And the Tay Abbott with a huge stop. 3-yard loss back to the 5. And Sandusky's defense has come up with a big play to maintain their 10-7 lead. From their own 5, there's Xander Young taking the snap as Mike Franklin sat out a play. Desmond Williams, loss of a yard. Now Franklin back in. He'll hand to J.J. Henry. Nothing there, and nothing there either. And you can see the pile again, and nobody knows what happened, so you get to the bottom of the pile, and that's where Sandusky's holding on to the football again. So it's 3rd down and 6 on their 9. Armstrong, yep, enough for a first down, right? Guess again. Holding penalty. We'll bring that one back as well. 3rd down and 10 from the 5. Streaks will be kicking it away from their own 8-yard line with the clock winding down, and Sandusky still holding a lead of 10-7. Big rush, and that football blocked by Tyler Yingling. We couldn't tell from the radio booth who blocked it. We knew somebody got it, but you could see right there Tyler Yingling with great pressure again, and Michael Young covering up the football for the Pirates. So it's Perkins football on the Blue Streak 29. Watch from the right of your screen again. And this is not Franklin pausing. This is just a lot of pressure. Boom, there it is, Yingling. And that's a critical play. That's a huge play. Now Perkins taking over just 29 yards away from the goal line with 4:44 left to play. Did anybody see a horse collar in there? Well, you're going to get another look right here, and this makes being an official very easy. And then you actually get up and start celebrating, and you were wrong, dude. Oh, yeah. Can't do that, can you? That's 1st down and 10, all the way down to the 14-yard line. False start on the Pirates makes it 1st and 15 from back on their 19-yard line. Colin Nemitz banging for 16 yards all the way down to the 3-yard line where it's 1st down and goal. How's that for a clutch play? 1st and 15 on the 19-yard line, you pick up 16. Look at Nemitz following Wire right through that hole, and man, looked like Wire took out 2 of them. And that really paved the way for Nemitz. Boy, don't you just love a fullback who puts his helmet down and gets dirty? And there's Colin Nemitz bowling into the end zone for a score that would give the Pirates their first lead of the game. And it comes with 3:57 left to play. Another look for Matthews Ford at Colin Nemitz out of the Wildcat, running right and finding just enough room to stretch that thing across the goal line and into the end zone. And the Pirates have a 3-point lead. And now, of course, you know the leg that Mike Franklin has, so this extra point becomes very huge for John Normington Slay. Never a doubt. 14-10 Pirates, 3:57 left to play. And Sandusky will watch this ball and take it out on their own 20-yard line on the touchback. Blue Streak with some work to do, and there's Mo Armstrong. Stopped by freshman Weston Sturzinger. 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3. Out on the 27-yard line. Incomplete pass intended for Desmond Williams. Let's try that again, and the second time executed a little bit better. You could see Williams taking off down the sideline, and 1 foot went out of bounds. Or else that would have been 6, as you could see. Went out of bounds on the 45-yard line after an 18-yard pickup. That ball batted down at the line of scrimmage to make it 2nd down and 10. And off that back foot again. Watch this. Falling right into the awaiting arms of Desmond Williams. And now it's the Blue Streaks who are back on top.
Hey, we got a kick! We got a kick! We got a kick! We got a kick! Let's go! PAT! 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 Let's go! Let's go, man! Go!
And that's the way the sideline looks after you take the lead with 2:45 left to play in the game. Watch Armstrong, or Franklin again, off his back foot with pressure, leaning away from it. And the last defender that could get him falls down, and that leaves it wide open for Desmond Williams to go the distance. Now Franklin for the extra point placement to give the Streaks a 3-point lead, true to the mark, and it is now 17-14, but still 2:45 left to play.
I'm not going to.
There's the Vista Bank scoreboard, tells the story, and now the Pirates under the gun. Lamar Everett on the return out to the 30-yard line, where Perkins goes to work.
Run! Run! Run!
Alan Nemitz. Boy, Nemitz has got... You don't go down without being shaken up on something like that. Ball popped loose. It was the ground that caused it. And I don't blame him for getting up a little bit slow off of that one. You know, full cartwheel in midair. And you watch, he's got this football, I believe, until he hits the ground. On our second look for Matthews Ford, up, down he goes. You could make a case for that ball starting to come out as he was going to the ground. Nemitz recovered and ready to go again. Picks up a couple, 2nd down and 8 out on the 46-yard line. The thing the Pirates have going to their advantage here is they've still got a couple of timeouts to go. So they don't have to worry about having to be out of bounds on every play or worry about the clock that much. There's Caden Nixon with the catch for 13. The Pirates go to work on the Blue Streak 41-yard line. There's Nixon, the sophomore for the Pirates, getting as much as he can. Pick up a 13 yards altogether, and the Pirates go to work on the Blue Streak 41. Getting kind of fun here. You can use the run game when you've got timeouts to go. So no big panic here from the Pirates. Nemitz for 9. It's a first down on the Blue Streak 27. Watch once again right here for Matthews Ford as Nemitz following his old buddy, Caden Wire. Through that hole for 9. Logan Lesh is now the all-time record holder for Perkins as far as passing yards in a single season is concerned. Antonio Talley drags Nemitz down after 8 yards. It's 3rd and 2 on the 19-yard line, and the clock definitely becoming a factor right here. Nemitz for a first down. It's 1st down and 10 on the 15-yard line. And remember what we talked about in the sophomore, Caden Nixon? Bingo! And the biggest thing about this, and pay attention when we run this back again for Matthews Ford, watch what he does with his feet. This is not, and of course, pros, you got to have both feet down. He's getting himself ready for the next level. College is still only 1 foot as well, but watch his feet as he catches the ball. Good, both down, touchdown. Doesn't get any better. You see pros that can't do it like that. And folks, this is a sophomore we're talking about, Caden Nixon. Here's your Facebook play of the game, brought to you by Civista Bank, because this gives the Pirates the lead with only 30 seconds to play. Play fake, and there's Nixon with a best catch of his career. And his career's got a long way to go. That is your Facebook play of the game, brought to you by Civista Bank. Extra point attempt, big one, giving them a 4-point lead instead of 3, which means Sandusky now would have to go down the field and score a touchdown. Of course, the clock really against them right here. They'll watch that ball roll barely into the end zone for a touchback. Streaks get it on their 20. Franklin, quarterback draw, and he goes down hard. And they'd stop the clock to move the chains, but Franklin also hurt on the play. And this with only seconds to go, grabbing at that back again, which has given him issues. It was a broken back last year. So the last gasp hope is Armstrong all the way, but Armstrong goes down, and that means the Pirates win the ball game. 21-17 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Sorrow on one side, glee on the other side, and it certainly was the best game in the history of this series. 21-17, Perkins winner. Remember, it was 7-7 starting the 4th quarter, but holy cow, what a finish, what a game. Great job for both squads. Best of luck to the Pirates in the playoffs, who move on at 7-3. Blue Streaks finish at 3-7. And we'll see the Pirates again next week in the playoffs when we get together again on TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us.
Pirates on the deck, Houston! You bet! You bet! You bet!